Hey guys, Chauzu here. So today we're going to celebrate my performance in the Sugar Super Pirate Rumble. This was my first event with my new alliance, Passione. So I wanted to basically achieve two things at once. I wanted to do our first good event with my alliance, and I wanted to properly savor the Super Pirate Rumble, which I've never been able to done. My old alliance, I was basically the only one who played, and I didn't really do an effort in Super Pirate Rumble. Specifically, I played like a normal final, but yeah, this time I went hard optimal for the Super Pirate Rumble. Well, at least to the best of my abilities. But before that, let's just discuss my performance overall in the ranking. Super Pirate Rumble is weird because you have the Super Pirate Rumble ranking, but you also have the in-game ranking, and of course they are connected, but you're going to see that I did a lot better in the Super Pirate Rumble ranking than in the normal, but it's not like I did horrible here. You're going to see right away here that I finished 11th. Yeah, I had a hard battle here with Makro from Assault Force. Basically, so I've been uploading some videos of my progress. I think you guys have some idea. But after I uploaded my last video where I was farming to get to top 10, I managed to break in, and then I was going to bed to rest a bit, and suddenly the LT Alliance, you'll see a few here at the top, they finished second in the Super Pirate Rumble, like here, Alien Deer, I think Luffy's Reiko, a few of them. Basically, they just decided to farm each other, so they put up pretty easy quick teams, so you can use a high point dex team to farm. So I just jumped into it. I was like, I'm not going to let this opportunity go to waste. So I spent like 2 extra hours into the night farming before going to bed, and I was thinking I'll do just a quick sleep. I'll sleep like 4 hours maybe, set my alarm, and then when I woke up I realized that I had missed the alarm. So I woke up later, and when I woke up, Assault Force AF was doing the same thing. They had up easy teams to farm, so I joined them for a bit before they put up harder teams, and then Assault Force decided that they wanted to try and go for a better worldwide alliance rank, so they put up easy teams again. So at that point, me and Mokro are like right next to each other, but then all of a sudden he gained like a 100 point lead. He must have got a lot of defense wins or such. So with like an hour remaining, I gave it quits on this particular ranking. But sure, this was important. I wanted top 10, but I've done top 10 once before. It was not the most important thing for me. The most important thing for me was the Super Pirate Rumble specific stuff. So let's take a look at that. So basically in Super Pirate Rumble, like we can take a team here, for example. You can take the Dex Point team I was talking about, like this is an easy team. Just because of that, I changed this a bit to speed it up. I should have double checked it before starting the video, but I think we can recreate it pretty fast. This should be Rayleigh and Gaban since they are boosted. This should be the Kizaru since it's a PvP legend. And the only thing missing now is Dalton. So basically, the way it works is every PvP legend and PvP rare recruit gives extra points for the Super Pirate Rumble ranking. Then there's also like all new legends are boosted, so like the versus Yamato gets boosted, Rayleigh Gaban gets boosted, and the biggest point boosters are the new PvP rare recruits, or legends if there are any, but there wasn't this time. So the Fish Guys and Crocus were the big boosters, I always try to fit them if possible. So yeah, this in particular was very nice to farm points. If there was a super free team that any team can beat, I had this team, which I showed once, I think. So yeah, pretty easy and fast, and you can't get more points than that, basically. Well, if you have Prime Viper, I guess, but I don't have him. So okay, with that out of the way, let's check out how I did in Super Pirate Rumble. So yeah, there are a lot of different rankings. It's going to be confusing. Basically, the only personal ranking here is a worldwide personal ranking. I guess they think the in-game ladder works for the regional, like global only ranking, but I think that's BS personally, because they are basically different modes. Like the points you get, like you'll see here how different it can be between Super Pirate Rumble and normal Pirate Rumble. But yeah, there are two different alliance rankings, one for global, which is in-app, and then a worldwide ranking, which is confusingly named global. So we'll take a look at that, but first let's take a look at my alliance, Passione. So I managed to finish first in my alliance, which is not surprising, as you'll see soon. But I had a lot of people here who did really good. Like, how many did we have that got over 100,000 points? Like, almost all of them, 8 people, get over 100,000 points. Many really cool people as well, like Moses there, he's also new together with me. Also did a very good first event. I talk regularly with the guy named Albedo there, even if he has a different name on Discord. Anthony and me go way back. He had some internet issues. I've also been talking a bit with Crown Clown, Goa. Like, it's a lot of cool people who really put in work, and you have to remember that when you go for this many points, we're talking hundreds of games spent. So yeah, it's quite a commitment together with all the time you have to spend, of course. So shout outs to them. But yeah, let's go into the results. We can start with in-app. So this is the global only alliance ranking. And you'll see that we didn't get top 3, but Passione was third for a long time. But final day, Aid from Korea managed to pass us. And for a long time, Lovetail and Assault Force were trading first and second. Eventually, Assault Force turned out to win, which was very well done, of course. We'll check how they did worldwide in a bit. But also I want to give a shout out to the second team, like Passione has the Team 1, and this old Supernova is Team 2, for those who want to take it a bit more easy. But despite that, they managed to finish 13th on the alliance ranking, so yeah, we got pretty good depth, like that shows. If we go to global and check the alliance ranking, you will see that Assault Force managed to get second out of all alliances, which is honestly crazy, since you'll see how dominated this mode is by JP players. Lovetail also managed to get top 10. 8 as well, so 3 out of 7 were from the global server. That's incredible, to be honest. Passione got pretty close, 13th place. Would have been cool to be top 10 worldwide, but yeah, it's rough. But yeah, now for the personal highlight at least. What this video is all about, honestly, it's the personal ranking. And you're going to see one thing here, it's that it's basically only JP players. And there's many reasons for that. I'll probably talk about that in a separate video, but long story short, faster load times makes a big difference when trying to find opponents, and just a higher competitive server helps with a lot of people playing, and the AP players are also more willing to put up easier defense teams than global. But yeah, as you will see, there's mostly JP players here, but we're going to look at who is the official best performing global version player. There's no ranking for that as said, but it's more like an unofficial title. Like, people can look at this and see which one from the global server got highest. So that's what we're going to do, and we actually have to go down quite a bit. So you see it's very dominated by JP here. We have to go down all the way to 50th place, and there I am. So I managed to finish first unofficially on the global server. Very cool. I had a long battle with Aaron from Lovetail. He was ahead of me for a long time, but I managed to pull ahead last few hours. And I also had some people from AF behind me. Mokro finished second. He was one who got ahead of me for 10th, and I finished 11th. So he finished second behind me here. I don't think he cares, but it is what it is. And Among Us finished third unofficially for Global. You might recognize the name. That's the treasure map master himself, dipping his toes into PvP for the first time, basically. Doing very well. But yeah, I think you see the how different Super Pirate Rumble is from normal Pirate Rumble. Like here, I managed to get 50th place, but on the normal one, I didn't even get top 10. So you'd think that the number 1 in-game will also be number 1 here, but it doesn't work like that. One reason is that when you are number 1, it's harder to get games that give points. If you're a bit lower, you gain you gain some points, and you have easier time finding battles as well. Like, it takes a lot longer to find easy battles, for sure, the higher you are. Another reason is that maybe you start a pretty high rank, and then it doesn't take long to get high. But unlike me, who started around rank 6,000 something, it took a long time to catch up. Like, I didn't even hit top 10 for the first time until like the final 12 hours or something. So yeah, it was rough. But yeah, that's me achieving something new again in Super PvP. The only thing I'm a bit sad about is I was pretty close to some milestones. I was so close to 1,000 battles, and I was close to hitting 300k points. If I didn't oversleep, I could have maybe done it, but now it ended up like this. All in all, pretty satisfied. And now, for the question many will ask, was it worth it? No, it was not. But it was an experience. I'll probably only go this hard again if we as an alliance decide that we want to go for number 1 or something. Then I'll consider it. Otherwise, I think top 100, more reasonable. Like this season, it was pretty crazy, but I can live with going for top 100 in the future. But yeah, I think that's it. Super Pirate Rumble is definitely the worst mode in the game, but yeah, always fun to experience something new and to break new milestones. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.